Hi, welcome to Forex in 4. I'm Mike Conlon for FXEDU, and in the next 4 minutes, I'm going to show you the highlights of where the action is in today's Forex market. So let's get started. Good morning. Today is Monday, November 22nd, 2010. This morning I'm talking about one down, more to go. As was expected, Ireland requested rescue of its banks to the tune of about $90 billion. So it looks like they're going to get some aid from the EU, the IMF. Looks like the UK is going to be in there as well. So that's going to provide a little bit more certainty to the market, see what's going on. But as I mentioned last week, I didn't necessarily think that this was going to be, as great a deal as everybody thought. And you can see right here on the chart, we're just looking at a 5-minute chart over the last 2 days, Euro USD here, okay, that we had to move up higher, as the initial reaction was very positive, but then as you can see, we turned around and we started selling off here. Now the reason we're selling off is because, okay, great, Ireland's done, but now who's next? And the next two most likely candidates are Portugal and Spain. Now, I mentioned last week that, the market had already been pushing bond yields on Portugal and Spain, not to the degree that they had pushed Ireland, but I feel like Ireland was sort of the test case for the market to see what would happen if, indeed they did start pushing yields in that direction. And as you can see, Ireland was forced to take the bailout, and we're going to see what happens with that when the details of it become more clear. So right now we've got Spain and Portugal up next. Now Portugal, they've got a huge debt problem there as well. I don't think their banking system is as bad as Ireland's, but they also have a huge private sector debt there. And then, of course, Spain. Spain right now is the fourth largest economy in the Eurozone. So, this is a really important piece to the puzzle there. And if something happens to Spain, then that could ostensibly take the Eurozone down. So it's going to be interesting to see if the market goes after Spain or if they go after Portugal next. But, I think they kind of smell blood in the water here and, may push the EU to take action. So that's what we're seeing with the Eurozone. As you can see here, we just sold off. We're just getting a little bit of bounce back now as the market's open. Okay, we started off in a little bit of risk aversion mode. Now it looks like we're sort of flipped a little bit towards risk taking. Today's kind of an odd day because we have specific euro and pound weakness. To show you the pound here. All right, pound you can see traded the same way as euro, but it looks like it's coming back a little bit now. So we may get a push back up to that 160 level later in the day. Just want to show you here the Kiwi. We can see right here, big move last night. S&P downgraded the credit outlook in New Zealand to negative, citing decreased world demand for New Zealand's goods and services. So you can see there, the Kiwi got pushed lower. All right, so we have the Aussie higher. I think they're the beneficiary of some money flows this morning, as people are sort of trying to figure out a safe place to stash their dough. It's like if New Zealand's credit rating stinks, there's downgraded. You got euro and pound questionable. Where else can you stash your money? So Australia seems to be a likely place. So that's why we potentially have Aussie strength across the board despite the risk taking. So we also have other financial markets slightly lower this morning. Okay, we've got commodities lower, stocks in the U.S. are lower, stocks in Europe lower. Just want to show you here. We can look at the dollar yen. It's been trading in a tight range. Now the yen hasn't really been performing as we would expect from a safe haven currency as of late. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Japanese yen. But it's sort of losing its panache as one of those safe haven currencies. And I think it looks like things are starting to trade more on region. If things are bad or good in, say, the PAC Rim, then just be more of a yen focus. And conversely, if things are bad or good here in North America, then it's going to be more dollar focused. So that's kind of what I think we're seeing, because we don't see the automatic risk themes that we have in the past. So things are just a little bit wackier. So let's see, we've got some economic data coming out this week in the Eurozone. Nothing really major happening, and the bigger story is going to be these bailouts. In Canada tomorrow we get retail sales and CPI data. Just show you right here, Loonie. All right, just a little bit stronger, or weaker rather, versus dollar today. We have in the U.S. here, we're going to have all of our news packed into the next 2 days because we have the Thanksgiving holiday. All right, so tomorrow we get GDP and personal consumption data as well as existing home sales. And on Wednesday we're going to get durable goods orders, initial jobless claims, and the University of Michigan confidence survey. So that's kind of what we have this week. Just keep an eye out for what's coming out of Europe. I seem to remember last Thanksgiving that there was some sort of risk event event that occurred as everybody here in the U.S. was stuffing their gullets with turkey. So I can't really remember what it was. I just did a quick look around. I couldn't see anything, but I do recall there being some risk aversion, because actually I had, at that point in time, right that following Monday, I came in and I went long the Swiss franc. So that was very interesting. But I do recall that vividly. The market has short memory, so we could see something like that again. So just trade a little bit cautiously going into the holiday weekend. That's what I've got for today, folks. Good trading to all.
As always, be sure to check out the written blog at www.fxedu.com to get complete coverage of today's Forex market. If you would like to learn more about how to trade the Forex market from professionals like myself, be sure to check out our affordable Forex trading courses. And if you're already a seasoned professional or aspire to be one, ask us how we can help you achieve your Forex goals. Go to www.fxedu.com to get started today.